days like this, you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. If someone said they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold. You've tried everything, but hell consumes the night. You've tried everyone, but there's no one else inside. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Time is running low. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see the pain buried in those eyes. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? It's days like this, you swing and miss, while your mind's digging your own hole. Where are the heroes tonight? They've nowhere inside, and it's you against the world. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Time is running low. Taking on the world, the moment of me life. Where's your hero now? You thought they were brave, but they're running away. Where is your hero now? Where's your hero now? I see Does anybody know her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel? Does anybody know her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel? Does anybody know her name? Anybody know? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? Anybody know? How does she feel? Does anybody know her name? Does she know I feel the same? Does anybody know her name? How does she feel?
Doesn't feel like yesterday. It feels so far away. Now you're gone out of my life. You're gone without a fight. Simple things take more heart to lay it down. Where would I start? These crazy days we ran the world. Sweeter moments, time stood still. It always seems impossible in the darkness of my mind. Together we're unstoppable. You forever light my skies. Chasing past and chasing you. When you're lost along the way, running on every cloud you get. I'm chasing yesterday. Running on every cloud you get. I'm chasing yesterday. skies, chasing past and chasing you. Lost along the way, running on every cloud you gave. I'm chasing yesterday.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's been a long week and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01 and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night to get a little crazy. Let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like they're playing hell bells, and I can barely remember my name. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright, we'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad it's trembling. The bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land under the frame and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to rename the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. This land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the
All right, everybody, and welcome to the ASR Tour as they kick off Season 2. Tony Starch, Guy Bracco in the booth. Qualifying, everybody seems to be done with it, and it wouldn't be an ASR race if I didn't mess the session up. I really need to just pay someone to make them, because I'm not good at them. Qualifying went 15 minutes tonight with a 1 lap. Should have been 2 laps, but that's okay. Everything else, hopefully, it's good. We've got a night race here at Daytona. Take a look at Season 2's schedule. We're going to start Daytona, Talladega, and alternate the whole way through. Eventually, I believe it gets flipped somewhere. It does in the playoffs after the Veterans Day All-Star race. So that's a new added race and happens to be on Veterans Day this year. They're going to take 1 week off over the next couple weeks until December, and that's going to be Labor Day weekend as big holiday. But you can see they're going to run 2 races in the Gen 4, the Gen 6, the trucks, the Xfinity, the next gens, and then do it all over again in the playoffs. Different formatting this season. We're still going to have green flag stages. Caution will not come out. We will also have a different set for team points, so we're going to keep a track of that. We've got some teams that didn't rejoin with us and some new teams that came along. You can see we've got a pretty good size field tonight. Looks like we've got 25 drivers. Missing a couple of them as they're finishing some of their summer festivities. You're going to see a couple Candy Shack drivers are missing. You're going to see some Shake and Bake missing. But for the most part, everybody coming back. We want to give a shout out to, you can see Morris Customs, Eddie Morris over in Morris Customs is the new league sponsor of the ASR Tour. So we are excited to have Eddie on board. All this beautiful artwork to include our schedule board is produced by Morris Customs. So reach out to him on Facebook at Morris Customs. And you need some paints done, or if you're a league admin somewhere and you maybe need a racing board. Oh, can barely hear me. Well, thanks, Hartney. I don't know what I did, but it doesn't go any louder. So let me know if it gets better, Hartney. But we've got 4 minutes remaining. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We'll head to the booth where Tony Starch hanging out tonight. These guys excited to get back to driving. This extra 5 minutes might be good. Duvendek's got to go over a couple things with all these drivers. A lot of changes coming. But all in all, same league, same situation. We got rid of some of those tough super speedway tracks. Decided to bring it to the two favorites of Daytona and Talladega. And just mix it up with car changes. So we'll keep an eye. Hartney will probably message me, be like, oh, I can hear you better or I can't. I don't know. I don't know what it's doing, Hartney. I can't tell you. Acting a fool. Man, so no points. We're going to have to recap here. And you know what? Let's do that. Let's go find our current champion. Daniel Holloway, guy from the booth, you get a copy.
What's happening, guy?
Well, since I made qualifying 15 minutes, I got a couple extra minutes to sit here and talk, and why not go talk to our Season 1 champion, man? How we feeling about Season 2, and what are we looking forward to?
Ooh, Season 2? I don't know. We'll find out. Little changes here and there. Different cars. Still the good old Hershey Kisses still on board. Still got the same crew. We got one guy added on, which is Tyler. Hurt, but he's going to be missing some races here and there with, college stuff and everything. But I'm ready to go. It feels like it's been months and it's only been weeks, so I'm ready to go.
Well, the thing is, it's only been a couple weeks. Is Todd Poston's car actually done proper?
Doubtful.
Doubtful.
Okay, doubtful. There's your answer.
Doubtful. There we go. So we'll just wait on Chris.
It might have a number though.
That's important.
I think it has a number, but blame it on Chris.
We will blame every mistake. Hey, you guys blame everything on the session on me, and I'll deal with everything on your paint job. That's Chris. So different looking Candy Shack tonight. No Chris Akers. He is not. He's gonna miss week 1. I'm glad, Todd, you were able to make it. And I know Russ, he's out with some family time, so our condolences out to Russ. But man, Candy Shack starting off a little short here, looking to repeat as the team champs, man. So I wanted to come down, wish you guys good luck, and get a couple words in with our Season 1 champ.
Yeah, thank you. We got some different teams and new teams here and there, so anything can happen. I'm glad there's some shaking in the teams there for a little bit, but there's also new drivers in here. I just want to welcome everybody who signed up and joined, and it's a long race, 90 laps, so shout out to everybody who's all watching out there.
Nice. Well, good luck to you guys tonight as we have about 90 laps to go, and man, it's going to be a good season. Hopefully we catch you at the end of tonight.
Sounds good.
And we're going to head to commercial real quick as they count down the last minute as I try to figure out why Hartney can't hear me.
where heroes live on forever. To the family and loved ones of Chief Petty Officer Michael Stephen Riley Brailsford. Dealing with loss is never easy, and it rarely ever seems real. I know it's hard to believe, but something can always be brought to light in difficult and devastating times like these. In this case, the light is CPO Brailsford is a true hero, and we now have the rest of our lives to make his legacy known to the world. It's beautiful.
As a hero never dies till the last time their name is spoken.
And now, race fans, for the most famous words in motorsports, the star of Universal Pictures movie, I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry, Kevin James.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, and we've got our engine started. Let's head over to our grid. Robert Morrison, Eddie Morris. Morrison, not a free agent. He has joined into Nightmare Esports. Eddie Morris representing Tony Starch. Daniel Holloway, Larry Cantors Jr. Todd Poston. He does have a number. He's got a spree car. Look at us go. DJ Maddish. Mr. Ed Smith. And Matt Benke. Ethan Horst and Rob Connors. Bubba Winningham. And Kirby Caputa. David Overstreet. Joe Fogg. Jeff Carl. Tyler Hurt. Well, gotta go back one. Okay, I guess it's just gonna go where it wants to. Jeff Carl, Tyler Hurt, Brianna Laurent and John Bell, Hunter Smith and Frank Ranger Jr., the last of the Squirrels, Jacob Greenlee, Grayson Pate, Rob Duvendak, look at that Shake and Bake Motorsports, and Len McNeese. And Doug Johnson bringing up the rear. We're going to stay up here with our leader as we are about to get things started. Season 2 underway for the first time. And we are green flag. Eddie Morris's name. Definitely wrong, missing an S. To his inside, you've got Mr. Robbie Morrison. An old face joining a new league. And Morrison starting on the pole, trying to make his way. Well, Hartney, I reset everything. The good news is I do have a brand new microphone coming. So, after talking to some of you guys over in SCSRA, I think I finally found what I wanted. Remember, we will have 2 stages that will accumulate points, and it's going to be 25 and 50. That is going to be all season. Gas, still going to be 50%. So these guys are going to have to pit. And pit often. And we'll see who takes that white car. Yep. Paint job messed up. That's okay. That's the old shake and bake coming out here in the white car. Look who's in the lead. Our current champion, Daniel Holloway. He brings his teammate, Todd Poston. And veteran driver, but new to ASR, Ed Smith, has worked his way all the way up to 3rd. We got a couple new teams this season, as we talked about. Some of those are going to be Checkered Motorsports. A lot of those guys coming over from NSRA, putting in some extra laps, and we are glad they are here. If you guys tune in Sunday night, you can see how well they race over there. Duvendak, he may be in trouble back there. He's riding in the back. He may have already lost the lead pack. I'm not sure. No, he's hanging on by a thread. He's got Doug Johnson in front of him. Rob Connors behind him. Some bonus points, by the way, this season for any driver who completes a 0X. Also, random cash giveaways to any drive or any race with 5 or less cautions. Pretty easy to do, but something we want to see here at the Tour. Yeah, Duvendak may have messed around a little bit. He is way back there. And he's got to be hoping for caution. Daniel Holloway, still your leader. Ed Smith running that high line. He's got his brother team in Wreck-It Racing, DJ Maddish, behind him in the 69. High Octane has so many drivers they've had to split into 2 different teams this season. Octane remains, and then Wreck-It Racing, captained by DJ Maddish. And DJ into the wall. And Eddie Morris saw it. You saw him die below. I guess the name is fitting. So, Poston and Holloway trying to maintain right where they left off from last season. And, you know what? Let's go through. We have a little bit of time here. Plenty of time. But, let's start off with our leader, Daniel Holloway from Merrill, Wisconsin. You can see how he's done in the Tour. He's got 3 wins. He is your current champ. Poston, Chester, Virginia. He has 3 wins. Ed Smith. We've got one rookie, Robert Morrison. Another rookie. Matt Benke. You know, we will change our camera up just a little bit. Take a look at these cars. Eddie Morris running that Morris Customs. Remember, he is our league sponsor this season. Head on over to Morris Customs. Check out the paintwork. You can also see it at the scsra.net. I know Hartney posted a bunch of his artwork there. See, these Gen 4s, they're going to be a handful for these guys. We'll get around to more drivers as we get later into the race. Right now, Daniel Holloway still out in front. He's led 5 laps. Ed Smith and Robert Morrison, they have 1. Now, we ran some fun races with these Gen 4s earlier in our off season. And let me tell you, they were a handful. So hopefully people have put in some laps and they're ready to go. I know Duvendak. He wants clean racing, even if it costs him the chance of giving drivers some cash money with 5 or less cautions. But right now, he would love a caution as him, Rob Connors, and Larry Cantores Jr. are all off pace. Dubenek has lost the pack. Appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. See, we got a pretty good showing out there in YouTube so far. If you haven't already, do us a solid like and subscribe to the page. If you didn't catch David Hartney in the booth last night, did a heck of a job with NSRA. I actually got to race it. I showed up to the booth because I hadn't heard from Hartney, and then I saw he was in the booth, so I said, you know what, let me run a couple laps with these guys, and man, go back and take a look at that broadcast and see how I ended my night. It may be on an intro video coming soon. Then tomorrow night, David Hartney goes back into the booth. He's going to be there for the SCSRA Truck Series, where Starch Racing looks to get their full team on board as I was away on vacation. And try to chase down the deficit that Neon has kind of left us in. Then Wednesday night, back to me in the booth as we head to the Next Gen Series. And then Thursday nights, as always, the SCSRA Live with Eddie Morris and David Hartney. Right now, these guys being pretty patient. You see a lot of side-by-side, not a lot of side drafting going on. That allowed Ed Smith to work his way into the lead. And now Matt Benke looking to lead a lap. We really got to talk to Tyler Hurt. We can't be having this Washington crap all over. I don't know what that is. It sure looks like a Washington Commander car. John Bell with a brand new number. That freed up the 8, and that's why you see Eddie Morris. He's moved from the 5 to the 8. Bell goes from the 8 into the 3, and he is running that Intimidator paint scheme, customized to match his high-octane race team. Man, Hartney, I don't know what is going on with the audio tonight. I'm looking, I don't see why it's doing it. The cars that can definitely turn up. I'm not 100% sure. Alright, Hartney. It is definitely on Hartney's end. Look, you're making me pull the broadcast up and listen. I'm giving myself views. Thank you, Mr. Buskirk. Why don't you gather them squirrels together? I know you guys are running a lot, but come out here and help Frank Ranger, because I do miss me a squirrel on the track. Especially that head squirrel. The Kniebler elf is definitely missed, so you should gather the troops. Frank Ranger going to need some help. I did. I was messing with it, and let me tell you, I was like, I can hear it on broadcast, so I don't know what Harvey's talking about. But we will crank those cars up a little bit. Still, these drivers going side by side. Gibson, another driver tuning in, enjoying his vacation. Just about 40 minutes from me. In fact, I'll be out that way. Well, my daughter will be out that way next Saturday. I believe we have a concert. Enjoy your time on old Oregon Beach and enjoy that Gulf Coast weather. Yeah, Corey, I definitely get it. Those second shift problems. Well, Andrew Jr., he was by himself, and he's in trouble now. Remember, rule change on lap cars this season. Cantoris cannot choose where to go. He must get out of the way. His only other option is to exit below the yellow line, and you can see the 12 opts to get next to the wall. And we are starting to get more and more single file. Will we have pit stops coming? I'll keep an eye on it for you guys, and when it happens, we will switch it to our brand new screen. Let's see who's going to come in first, which team. See a long file line. Ooh, Holloway going to come back up to the top? No, he's going to get back down. Does not want to give up that real estate. We saw the season end at the exact same time, cleanly. Then to repeat that into season 2. One of the hardest things they can do right now is a green flag pit stop. Everybody get together. There is also 4 or 5 remaining laps until stage 1. Remember, it stays green. And right now, John Bell out there, he's led 4 laps. Our new leader. We've had a couple lead changes tonight. Daniel Holloway's led the most in 7. Jacob Greenland's led 4. John Bell's led 4. Pit stops are definitely coming soon. And here they come. Let's switch it over to the multi-view, brought to you by Morris Customs. Hunter Smith. Oh, we've got some contact. Hunter Smith and Robert Morrison make contact. Lap 20. Kirby Caputa, Matt Benke, and Jacob Greenlee make contact coming into the pits. Bell, Nadish, Pate, Greenlee, Caputa, Benke, Carl, Horst, Morrison, Smith, Ed Smith, and Brianna Laurent all come into pit road. I don't see... Ooh, Rob Duverdak, Rob Connors. Remember, they fell off pace. They're coming down pit road. And here comes the second group. That's going to leave David Overstreet, Bubba Winningham, the NSRA team. Checkered Flag Motorsports remain out. That's going to get a bonus point for David as he comes across the line. And everybody on their way out. And the rest of Checkered coming in. Daniel Holloway currently is going to become our leader. Projected at this time as he races off pit road with teammate Todd Poston. I believe that's going to complete our pit stops, and it does. Winningham and Overstreet performed the longest run at 24 laps. I believe this group right here, to include Eddie Morris, they should be able to run down Overstreet and Bubba. Everybody off pit road, let's bring it full screen. They have not passed them yet. You can see right there, this pack just too fast. They're able to run past Overstreet and Winningham. And that is our... No, it's not. I lied to you. Yes, it is. White flag for stage. Remember, no caution coming out. ASR tries to keep it green. Holloway, Poston, Eddie Morris, Tyler Hurt. So you have 3 Candy Shack drivers looking to maximize point, and then the one and only Starch Racing driver of Eddie Morris. They come across the line. That is your top 10. Candy Shack taking 3 of them. Wreck-It Racing getting up there. High Octane getting some representation. Starch Racing. Checkered Flag. Free agent. We've got a good variety. Daniel Holloway getting run down now by Kirby Kabuta in the 83. He's got Matt Benke with them. And John Bell. So, Caputa and Bell teammates. Benke part of the brother team. And Caputa right now hugging down into Daniel Holloway, trying to take some air away. Doesn't shake Daniel Holloway though. He's going to stay linked up with his teammates. He's got Tyler Hurt. He has Todd Poston. Now the field extremely spread out. Only one driver a lap down. That's Larry Cantores Jr. We'll get this back to the most exciting here. See if we can switch it up around and see what's going on around the racetrack. Bad news for Mr. Duvendak. He's picked up an extra buddy. And that's Larry Cantores. But he is well off pace. Daniel Holloway, again, your leader. He's now led 12 laps. That's the most of any driver. We have had 7 lead changes to include Jacob Greenlee, who's currently 24th. Greenlee with an incident hits. He's fallen all the way back to 24th. So 2 shake and bake drivers looking to rebound here tonight. Rob Connors, he has stuck to that rear bumper on the back for this long haul. And we'll see if a different strategy comes in. It looks like 24 laps. Remember, that's going to change every week or so. Every week it's going to change as we alternate between Daytona and Talladega. You're going to get between the 2 tracks a difference in configuration and length. A little bit less laps at Dega, but the stages will remain the same. And then every 2 weeks, remember, these guys are going to change cars, so you're going to get a different size fuel tanks, which is going to allow those cars to go a different amount of laps. So it just so happens that the Gen 4 tonight happening right at stage break. Yes, that's Jacob Greenlee now going down a lap. He's going to look for caution. Right, Matt Rinkel. He's currently sitting about back there at 8th. Following the bumper of Matt Benke. You have some checkered flag on the outside. You see that Chevy land? Well, that's Bubba Winningham. Tune in Sunday nights and check out his commercials. Bubba brings the main sponsorship over for the Shootout Series. And you can see him in that custom purple Chevy land. Daniel Holloway shoves Bubba Winningham all the way up to the lead. Have to use a fast repair. And that's the start they wanted to this season. Some of these drivers wish they could get a better start, especially my partner. Yeah, he is well off pace and still fighting to the 8th lap. He's actually made some ground. He was able to get around Hunter Smith, Brianna Laurent, Jacob Greenlee, so he's moved his way up. He's currently 21st. But Daniel Holloway back up with his teammate Todd Poston. He's got Bubba Winningham and David Overstreet. Checkered flag on that outside line. We are going to have a pushing battle here. You can see Tyler Hurt and John Bell, they're going to be in row 3. Eddie Morris, he's row 4. That outside line trying to gain a couple more cars. Drivers still remain side by side. see that outside line? They all came down into the bottom line. But checker flag drivers able to get back up. Candy Shack wasn't too worried. They stayed on the bottom, single file. No one ducked below yellow. And right now, we have 3 different packs on the field. That's where you'll find DJ Maddish, Len McNeese, Doug Johnson, Ed Smith. Then you go back, you'll find Hunter Smith. He's leading the second pack with Rob Connors, Rob Dukendag, Ronald Laurent. Hunter Smith pack. Next to go a lap down. Overstreet dropped to the bottom. Drops in behind the 35 of Matt Benke. As this race currently being led by John Bell. He's led 6 laps. Missed a lot of races last season due to work. We're glad to see him back. The captain of High Octane Racing revamped his team. Added Ed Smith, Jeff Carl. He's kept Kirby Caputa. And Spencer, I believe Spencer's out. He's a part-time driver. We saw Tyler Hurt came over to the Lions Force. He is now part of Candy Shack. Going to be a part-time driver. Whoa, we're going to get a little bit of contact there. Bubba Winningham, I believe that's Robert Morrison, made contact. Morrison getting pushed by John Bell. Well, it was not Robert Morrison, that's my bad. It's Grayson Pate up there in that Mick Ultra. Robert Morrison, you see him, he is the second car. That was the first car on the high side. That monster 54 Chevrolet. Whoa, big move coming down. Dangerous move. For the 83, Kirby Caputa, he drops down, almost loses control of his car. Lucky there was a little bit of checkup behind him. Bubba leading that bottom side. Morrison leading that high line. Morrison has the 21 of Daniel Holloway and the rest of the Candy Shack guys. Grayson Pate, he's going to be responsible for pushing Bubba Winningham. These guys already on a 19 lap stint, somewhere between 19 and 17 laps. Bubba Winningham 17. So that tells you 5 laps to go. Pit road should become a little bit more active. That second pack looks to be gaining a little bit of ground. And we'll see if that stays as this top line has pretty much disintegrated. We'll look for the notifications. When pit stops happen, we will head back to our multi-view. And that backpack was able to close up. And we have a caution. That pack with Robert Duvendak, Hunter Smith, Rob Connors, and Larry Cantoris, something happens to them, and they are going to bring out our first caution of the night. And Daniel Suarez, for the first time in Season 2, he's back. We're going to have to move over this Tammy Strong just a smidge. Now, let's see what happens. Dak breathe in his car. Whoa! You see, he's trying to breathe here, and I'm not quite sure what happens with Smith, but he kind of comes up and the rear end brakes, and Duvendak just spinning him round and round. And now, oh, Todd comes in hot, and he's going to lose his 0x. So he goes through the grass. Same thing with Tyler Hurd. Well, we don't get this opportunity very long, I guess, and I believe, let's get this bad boy back to live. That is not going to be the stage. Everybody coming down pit road. We're going to take a second and head to our first commercial break. Now, if you're starting to see a trend a little bit, you've got the cautions brought to you by Veterans Crisis Line. You've got Tilbahala Project and VetTix all being represented at the ASR. Well, the ASR built by veterans for everyone, but being a veteran myself and creating ASR with Rob Duvendak, we thought it was very important to distribute all of the tools and all the assets out there for veterans and let them know. VetTix, and it's also for first responders and nurses and those medical career fields that are so important. But all veterans, first responders, go check out VetTix. They do give away free tickets to a ton of events. So if you're eligible, I definitely encourage you to download the app. You literally log in using your ID Me. In fact, we're going to a concert here. I just said in Orange Beach in 2 weeks, and that was brought to you by VetTix. So check them out. They do a great thing, provide a really good service. And we'll get TVP whenever we get back to the commercial, and not under microphone duress, thanks to Hartney trying to give me a heart attack. But one caution. Everybody getting brought back together. Let's take a look at, we've got two drivers, Hunter Smith and Larry Cantoris. They are one lap down. as they are going middle of the backstretch now. Duvendak just now playing catch up. He has not quite caught the field yet. And he lost his 0x. Remember, important update. You finish any race with a 0x, there is huge bonus points to be made. It's been a big implication of the ASR to try to clean up some of the racing that we saw middle of the season last year. Started it off strong, finished it even stronger, but the middle, it got a little spicy. So we're trying to prevent that by creating some bonus points and some awards and giveaways for clean driving. Pace car hasn't been very active today. It's been sitting in the air conditioning, idling over there. Robert Morrison, your leader again, is the pace car now pulling off. Daniel Holloway on the outside. And we are back to green flag racing right at the halfway point. 45 laps complete, 45 laps remain. Holloway drops to the bottom, gets in, who had a huge jump out there. You can see something happened back. Check yourself. These four cars are way out in front. That's Tyler Hurt, Grayson Pate, Todd Poston, Kirby Caputa. I mean, those guys were able to win the super speedway, so that jump is now gone. As you can see, Candy Shack tandems together, and oh no. What do we say about cautions? They breed cautions. David Overstreet, DJ Maddish, Ethan Horse, Rob Connors, Hunter Smith, Cantoris Jr., Greenlee, Granger, Brianna Laurent, and Duvendak all involved. This time, Overstreet, Brianna Laurent, Ethan Horse, ready to run the flag. Let's see what happens. Looks like Overstreet comes to the bottom, thinks he's clear of the 38. Not quite clear of Jeff Carl yet. Down by Len, or did he think he was clear? I'm not sure. I think so. Len has no contact, but he's just going to collect some drivers. And that's where Duvendak gets his 1X. You see him coming through. That's going to bring out our second caution of the night, just like that. That unfortunately sometimes happens after clean racing. Everybody gets jumbled back in. Tires are hot, tires are cold, depending on what they were doing. And we got sparks. What in the world is going on? I have never seen that one happen. I believe that might be Laurent's car. Oh, is it Laurent's? It is. She's got sparks flying everywhere. The 6 trying to make it down pit road, got the meatball well. iRacing's definitely done some updates on their damage model. She's going to use that fast repair. Get back out. And I believe that may actually be our second caution, or our second stage completion of the night. We'll head to commercial and I will check on it, and we'll fill you in about TVP.
It's beautiful. Where heroes live on forever. To the family and loved ones of Chief Petty Officer Michael Stephen Riley Brailsford. Dealing with loss is never easy, and it rarely ever seems real. I know it's hard to believe, but something can always be brought to light in difficult and devastating times like these. In this case, the light is CPO Brailsford is a true hero, and we now have the rest of our lives to make his legacy known to the world. It's beautiful.
Because a hero never dies till the last time their name is spoken.
All right. And that's from TVP. TVP. Juvenak introduced me to him. It's a Valhalla project. They are an apparel company. What they do is they take their proceeds and donate and reach out to memorials and different things for Gold Star families. And also those who have lost veterans to suicide and other causes of death. So definitely check them out, TilValhallaProject.com. They are an awesome, I'll tell you what, we say it all the time, they have the most comfortable shirts. So, and they run some pretty good specials. I think they just did their 9/11 special. I think you can still get it for $9.11. It is a badass shirt. So head over to TVP and check them out. They got some pretty good bracelets. They've got some pretty decent coffee, a bunch of different things, but all for a good cause. Now, I went down and spoke with Duvendak during this break. That is not the stage. We are going to have a one-lap shootout for stage. So, will anybody be able to get around Daniel Holloway? That is the question. Holloway definitely going to be in a great position right here. He's got teammate Todd Poston to his outside. Tyler Hurt 2 cars back. Pace car off. And we are back to green flag racing. 49 laps have been complete. 41 to go. This is a for the stage. Whoa, Caputo breaking loose a little bit. Able to save it. Tyler Hurt giving a big show. And it looks like Hurt trying to get around Caputo. He's going to come to the high side. He's going to bring Bubba Winningham with him. See these cars starting to fan out. Daniel Holloway looking for a sweep of stages here in the Gen 4s. And he does it. Daniel Holloway, Poston, Caputo, Hurt, Morrison, Pate, Winningham, Fogg, Morris, and John Bell. Jack again takes 3. High Octane, they're twice up in there. Starch Racing still finishing in the top 10. Checkered Flag getting some, and Nightmare Esports making their presence. And I'm not exactly sure why he keeps showing Mr. Morrison's paint scheme as a free agent. Square update. Maybe it just locked it in. I don't know. Right now, Daniel Holloway, Todd Poston, Bubba Winningham, and Grayson Pate on the high side. And Tyler. guys outside. Nobody in front of him. Continuing to rack up the laps led. He's already led 23 on the night. As we have 37 laps remaining. You can see Grayson Pate trying to breathe it, cool it off a little bit. Tyler Hurt gonna push him back up to the front. And Rob Dubendak, he's gonna push it 3 wide. Does anybody go with him and help him? Well, the 54 of Morrison, but he makes contact with the wall and he's going to drop back. Dubendak again going up into the third lane. Looks like he almost pulled Len McNeese. But he did pull Len McNeese. Len McNeese going with him. Things are getting real interesting up front now. Eddie Morris going with him. Dubendak been out there by himself. He's holding his own. I think he's going to have to drop back down, try to get a run again. Does he push it 3 wide again? It looks like DJ Madish is off pace. I believe he may have, let's go back and take a look at him. He does, he's got a little bit of friendly help going there. And Hunter Smith. We are 3 wide again. That is Tyler going up to the high side. Dubendak tests the waters, and he is going all the way to the back. Holloway still getting pushed by his teammate. The 10 of Grayson Pate still pushing Bubba Winningham. We've got some crazy fanning going on in the middle of the pack. It looks like Brianna Laurent and Robert Morrison, they move up into the high line all the way in the back. Bubba Winningham to the lead. He finally gets around Daniel Holloway. Eddie Morris pushing Grayson Pate. Is Morris able to get Pate clear of the 66? Sliding up just a little bit. Grayson Pate slides up with them. For most laps led, he's led 28. Winningham's led 7. fast repair over the last couple wrecks. Jacob Greenlee, Ethan Orris, David Overstreet, Brianna Loren, Larry Cantoris Jr., and Hunter Smith, all having used their one and only fast repair. So they're out for the night. Well, the 10 almost comes down and makes contact with Todd Poston. And you can see the 10 led that entire outside line up high. Back out into the lead. And this is the new rule. Lap traffic must go higher, drop below yellow. And this time, they're going to drop below the yellow. Last year, they had a choice. They had to call it out. There was confusions, wreck happening. Now, it is on the lap car to make a decision to get off the track, get to the wall. Takes the confusion out of it. These guys are 3 wide. As they know, there may be a car up the wall. Get some contact there with Winningham. He's going to push him all the way up into the wall. Bubba trying to stay off traffic. He does. He's able to save it. We are 3, almost 4 wide, fanning around. Some heavy contact. And I believe that came from the 83 of Kirby Caputa. Slid up and hit Bubba into the wall. Bubba, an extremely experienced driver, able to save it, keep it straight, and avoid the contact. Everyone is going to have to pit. Keep the multi-view active. See who's going to make that decision to pit first. In trouble as he's kind of been by himself. He's looking at going to 2 laps down. Matt is currently your lucky dog candidate if cautions come out. And you can see Cantoris Jr. drops it below yellow and gets off the racing surface. The long single file line. See that outside line not formed as neatly as it was a few laps ago. Welcome to lap 66. Well, you know what we do at 66? We switch it. 25 to go. Here, opening night, ASR Tour, brought to you by Morris Customs. Season 2 underway. Great showing by these drivers tonight. Only 2 cautions on the night. Don't think that's going to stay. Whoa, we got one into the wall. Due Duvendak sees him. He's going to dive. Exit all the way to the bottom. He sees a hole. He's got his teammate on his outside now. And Ethan Horst with his terrible paint scheme. Now Grayson Pate going to drop to the bottom. Now with 24 to go, this may bring out a caution. Ethan Horst, Morrison, Overstreet, and Fogg all getting incidents. Does it bring out the caution? Don't think so. And pit stop's underway. Let's bring it over to the multi-view. Ethan Horst gets a meatball flag off the incident. Pate, Duvendak, Fogg, Smith, Bubba Winningham, Doug Johnson, Jacob Greenlee start the green flag pit stops. Ethan Horst obviously has to come down. He's got the meatball flag. Jader's graphic settings because as many cars as I would like. You can see them disappearing on the screen in pit road. Well, they're coming off. Here comes the second row. Daniel Holloway, Todd Poston, Tyler Hurt, Eddie Morris, and Robert Morrison. That's going to put Kirby Caputa out in the lead. He's not going to be able to stay out there too long. Caputa on a 25 lap stint. They go around the 66. Bubba Winningham. He's got Rob Connors, John Bell with him. And here they come. Oh, the 83 is going to go sideways. And he's trying to save it. Does not make contact with any cars. But Caputa doing burnouts in the grass, that's going to slow him down. Glenn McNeese, Dave Overstreet, Matt Benke. Still out, McNeese, your current leader. He's on a 22 lap stint. We saw the chaos happening down pit road. I don't see any black flags, so great job by these racers tonight. Able to get through pit road. I don't get any black flags. We've got 20 to go. We're going to bring it back full screen. Holloway, Poston, Eddie Morris. They're looking to run down. David Overstreet still having the pit. And we've got a slow one down on the apron. Has come in pit. And now David Overstreet comes in. So, green flag pit stops are complete. Everybody has the gas to finish this race. 19 laps remaining. Will anyone have an answer for the current champ? 21. Daniel Holloway. You know, Eddie Morris brought up pre-race, we were in there playing a little video game. He said, man, I don't really have any teammates. I don't know who will work with me. Well, I'll tell you, Eddie Morris, the man trying to catch up right now, the 99, he will be that card. He's going to be the one to work with you. He's just got to catch you. And right now, Duvendak using all these cars as draft. Trying to get the run to close the gap on these three out of... Len McNeese and Duvendak are on the lead lap. John Bell is currently sitting 7th. Duvendak 2.37 behind Eddie Morris. These three out in front are just running away. Now 2.93 in front of Duvendak. They would love to keep this thing green and see how hard they can push it. Eddie Morris sticking with them. Doesn't have any help. He knows he's chasing down Candy Shack. And you still have win and get in. So the winner of tonight's race is going to win and get in as long as they meet the requirements. Yeah, Hartney, he's definitely having some troubles there. That pocket of air. Trying to run down Todd Post and maybe get up to that bumper. But right now, they are 4 seconds ahead of Duvendak and Len McNeese. So they are just continuing to run away with it. Right now, Eddie Morris just needs to stick with them. And he knows he takes a podium as long as this race stays green. These three do not want to see that yellow flag anymore tonight. Todd Poston. He did put a number on his car. It's just the wrong number. He's the 31, rocking the 45. We'll blame Chris Akers. So Chris, if you're watching it, this is on you, buddy. You're going to have to penalize him, take away his podium. He finishes last tonight because of your numbers. That pocket of air definitely giving Eddie Morris trouble. Looks like he's finally able to clean it up a little bit and close it off. It looks like Eddie has closed that gap. They are still 3.74 ahead of Duvendak in 4th and Len McNeese in 5th. And they are starting to run away with this thing, showing why they are last year's team champions. Somewhere back there, there's a field. Pay attention to these leaders. They're going to start coming up on some of that field. Oh, we get a caution. Benke, Bubba Whittingham, Robert Morrison make contact, and man, these leaders did not want to see that. See, they're back here racing. It's round and round. Bubba Whittingham goes. He's had a bad bad push from the 54. Looks like 35 comes up a little bit as the 54 gives a push in that back right corner. It sends the 66 round and round. That is going to bring out our third caution of the night. And rack and stack them. Get ready. We have 12 to go. Release the chaos. We will see if Daniel Holloway is going into pits. I doubt it. I can see him, everybody going to be staying out. They should have the gas. It'll be a 22-lap run when this thing comes with the checkered. As long as they don't green-white checkered, they should be okay. These caution laps definitely going to help them. Interesting. Leaders down pit road. Holloway, Poston, Eddie Morris, Duvendak, Benke, Morrison, Tyler, Hurt, Joe Fogg, Bubba Winningham, David Overstreet, Ed Smith, Ethan Horse, Jeff Carl, Doug Johnson, Frank Ranger Jr. It is a slew of drivers. Eddie Morris looks to be winning the battle off pit road. He's going to come out right behind Len McNeese and John Bell, who opted to stay out. That's also going to trap Kirby Caputa and Larry Cantoris. They are going to fall to the back. Now, I believe Caputa will still get his lap back with the lucky dog. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Let's see if we can find old Daniel Holloway. Oh, Holloway, guy in the booth.
Hello, hello.
Man, how sick are you with that caution coming out? You guys were just running away with that thing.
Yeah, we were, but, you know, anything can happen, so we're 1 to green. I'm still up front here, so 10-lap shootout, 9-lap shootout. Tighten that seatbelt. It's going to be fun.
That's it, man. It's going to be a fun little trip. You got John Bell and Len McNeese currently up there. You're going to have to work to get around them. You had Eddie Morris pushing around with you and Todd. You've had a heck of a night, won both stages, and man, just showing that you're the current champion. We got you before the race. We're getting you here at the end of it. Man, was that the last caution of the night?
I'm hoping to stay green, but you know, it's a good race tonight. Especially only a few cautions. You know, so far so good. Just great racing with everybody tonight. I know we still got these last 10, so it's going to get hectic. Pretty much take the gloves off, and we're going to go.
That's it, brother. Well, let me get you back down to your teammates. You're going to go here in about a half a lap, man. Good luck going with these next 10.
Sounds good. We'll see you.
Daniel Holloway, back in the booth. to our live screen, or the pace car heading off this time. There it goes, Len McNeese. Pace car's off, back to green flag racing. Len McNeese, John Bell starting. McNeese came up a little bit, may have opened the door for Eddie Morris. Eddie didn't stick his nose in that area. Keeps it clean, allows Len to come back down. Now everybody going up to the high side. John Bell drops to the bottom in front of McNeese. Here comes Candy Shack. All three of them to include teammate Tyler Hurt. Posting gonna slide down in front of Bell. Oh, throws a late move onto him. Can't keep it down, slides back up. And eventually comes back down. Eddie Morris and Rob Duvendak linking up. Duvendak showing who he's gonna work with. That's gonna leave Tyler Hurt floating, and Duvendak's gonna go in down through the wall. I believe they are going to come off track, and no caution. I'm not quite sure what happened there with Duvendak. Jeff Carl gets involved, Doug Johnson Jr., Hunter Smith, Grayson Pate. But the caution does not come out. Grayson Pate gets a meatball flag. The 99. Did Morris get into the wall a little bit? I'm not 100% sure. He did. Eddie Morris gets in the wall and it grabs the nose of Duvendak, sends him flying. Let's get this thing back to the leaders. Daniel Holloway and Todd Poston. John Bell now trying to get a run on the outside. Eddie Morris was knocked back. He's currently sitting 8th. The 84 of Len McNeese trying to link up with John Bell. As he goes side by side. Holloway gonna get turned. Oh, and this is gonna bring out a caution for sure. I don't know why Holloway's still going down the track. He did, but he going down the track. John Bell, Daniel Holloway, Tyler Hurt, all getting a meatball flag. Caution is out. Let's go and take a look. This one collected some drivers. Holloway, it looks like he kept sliding up as John Bell was coming down. Bell pinching off the air. Poston sees it. He comes up a little bit, but Holloway just takes the brunt of this. And goes for a ride. All right, Hartney, as requested. Here comes Morris Customs commercial, which is very loud. the I Got Your Six veteran crisis line. If you are a veteran in need, don't be ashamed to fix them. Reading Hartney's messages. If you're a veteran in need, don't be ashamed to pick up the phone and ask for help. There's someone always on the other line. Talk to someone. It's never too late. I will say, Hartney, Daniel Holloway is very loud in the booth, so I think he yells into his mic. I might have to turn him down. We'll see how the rest of the interviews go. Holloway right now trying to get back up in there. He's fallen all the way to 15th back with Duvendak. Pace car is off. Todd Poston, your leader, next to Joe Fogg. Eddie Morris pushing the 31 of Poston. We are going to have a 2-lap shootout, and this is regulation. These guys looking to make it one more time around. They make it around one more time, and that white flag's out. Caution won't matter. Remember, in the Tour, iRacing is the only one who can throw a flag under 10 laps. Duvendak has no power. I have no power. David Hartney has no power. As we go side by side, Winningham goes below the yellow a little bit. Eddie Morris looking to get outside of Todd Poston, not able to. The door gets closed. Bubba Winningham going to the apron. This is going to collect cars, but the white flag is out. A slew of drivers going to be involved in this one. Poston out in front. He's got Joe Fogg, Overstreet, Eddie Morris. Oh, we're going to get 4 cars, and this is going to take out Todd Poston. This is going to put Joe Fogg, Eddie Morris. Does Eddie Morris have anything for Joseph Fogg? No, Joseph Fogg, the free agent, leads 1 lap. And it's a big one, the last one. You've got Joe Fogg, Eddie Morris, Doug Johnson finishing 1, 2, 3. None of those drivers have led a lap all night, except for Joe Fogg leads lap 90, takes the win at Daytona. Woo! That was intense. That was a little intense. Joe Fogg comes out of nowhere. Poston finishes 5th. Bubba Winningham finishes 4th. Your results as Joseph Fogg burns it down. Well, cautions definitely end up breathing in some cautions, or breeding cautions. Not breathing, breeding. And this one finishes in caution fashion. The 99 is somehow still on the track out here. This can never end well. And if you're Joseph Fogg, he's already disconnected. Well, that was fun. Let's see if we can find some drivers. Starting with Doug Johnson. I don't even know where my waiting room is anymore. I don't have anyone in there. To include Doug Johnson. I don't have him. Well, we'll keep an eye on if maybe he shows up. He's not in his race channel. He does, he runs in JDS Motorsports, a one-man band. I guess we're going to move to Eddie Morris. Eddie the Fried Piper Morris, same old number in this ASR Tour. Bringing home a second place finish, bud. How you feeling tonight?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
Man, I'll tell you, you go back and watch that replay. There was chaos everywhere around you. And
I don't need to go back and look at the replay, bro. I seen it firsthand.
there were cars everywhere. There were cars over you, cars under you. Somehow everybody avoids you. And you sneak by, man. You keep that second place. Led no laps tonight, along with Doug Johnson. Joe Fogg only led one, and it was the last one. Top three, one combined lap led.
Hey, it's how it goes sometimes, man.
Man, that's it. Sometimes it's just the whole luck of the dice. And man, I'll tell you what, we saw you up there at one point. It was you, Holloway, and Todd Poston. You guys were running away with it. And I think without caution there, you were going to probably end up right about the same position. I think you may have been able to sneak a second from one of whoever was pushing. But, man, that caution brought it all back together. And then it looked like at one point you got into a wall a little bit. And I was like, man, this is it for Eddie, as it sent Duvidak just flying through the infield. He followed you right into the wall. But
yeah, bro, like it felt like my right rear just kind of kissed it a little bit, and I kept going. I looked in the rear and I seen the side of the 99. I was like, oh, that's not good.
Well, your right rear kissed it a little bit, and his entire front kissed it. He went flying through, brought through the other caution, so you survived that second caution. And man, it was just wreck after wreck you were able to avoid, man, and heck of a start with the only driver on Starch Racing, and that's because I put you there.
Yeah.
So the boss is happy. I'm happy to see you up there. I know this was a good run. We got a lot of super speedway racing this week, especially with SCSRA going to Talladega this week. So you've already started the run, showing the super speedway speed and the super speedway luck. We'll just say luck isn't it super speedways. But
yeah.
Man, how'd that Gen 4 car feel out there tonight?
It felt decent until you got up next to the wall trying to run that third line, and it didn't feel too decent. But there's a couple factors into that, but it definitely felt a little squishy up there next to the wall. Once you got so close to it, it just kind of sucked you into it. But other than that, man, kind of all over the place a little bit, a little sloppy. But I think that's just how these things drive, so. Never been a real big fan of the Gen 4 or like the ARCA car, I guess, on the sim, but you know, they're pretty fun if you sit down and mess with them enough and get to figuring them out. But yeah, man, like you said, looking forward to getting to some super speedway racing this week, and it's another reason why I wanted to come in and race with you guys and get some seat time.
Well, man, it definitely paid off. Congratulations on that second place finish. You know, before I let you get out of here, how we're going to finish it. Kind of like how we finish it, what seems like every week these days. Floor's yours.
Appreciate it, man. Of course, shout out to you guys for running the league. Shout out to Morris Customs for doing y'all's graphics and being the sponsor. Shout out to Dev Sports Cards. If you're in the market for some sports memorabilia, go check him out at eBay at Dev Sports Cards. Check it. I already mentioned Morris Customs. Ain't got no teammates, man, so I can't thank none of those guys. So yeah, man, that's it, man. Thanks. Shout out to everybody that allows me to do this. So
that's it, brother. Well, it was fun, man. Congratulations. Second place finish to start off season 2, so can't complain about that.
For sure.
All right, we will catch you next week. Well, I'll catch you tomorrow. So as we head to Talladega.
For sure, for sure. Watch that 8 truck.
That's it. All right, brother.
See you, man.
Eddie Morris takes home second, and as I was talking to Eddie, I realized Oh, I found him. Doug Johnson, guy in the booth to get a copy.
Yeah, man, I got you.
Well, man, you led no laps tonight, and you snuck home a third place finish. The top three led one lap combined. And the luck of the draw has it your way. It goes your way, and congratulations. You take home a podium finish, your first race here at ASR Tour.
Yeah, man. It's pretty awesome. I started dead last on purpose, and I never had any thought that I was going to end up where I'm at. But there's some good guys in here. There's some good racers.
Well, it was definitely a fun race. Saw you start dead last, got into some trouble early, able to bounce all the way back. You brought that Impala all the way back up, and man, you can't be too disappointed. I couldn't find you. I went to go look in your team, and I was like, there's no Doug. Where is he? And then I was like, wait, I know where he's at. And I found you down there running with your buddies at Checkered Flag. Those NSRA guys, good group of guys, man. So on behalf of me and Duvendak, I definitely want to thank you guys for coming over and running with us. We're glad you're here, and man, I'm glad to have some new blood up in the booth and taking that third place finish on night one. So congratulations.
Yeah, man, appreciate it.
Well,
First race with the league, first race of the season. I'll take it.
That's it. Definitely can't have any complaints about it. Before I let you get out of here, man, we always like to leave off, give you the opportunity to thank your friends, sponsors, family. So without any further ado, the floor is yours.
Yeah, man, just want to thank all my buddies that put up with me wrecking them all this time.
Man, you definitely, you know what, that's the best part about iRacing. You can go out with your buddies, you wreck them, you laugh about it, you move on the next week. But heck of a showing, Doug. Again, glad you're over here, and I don't want to keep you much longer, so we will catch you next week. Same car, Talladega.
Yeah, cool, man. We'll see y'all there.
Yes, sir. And that is Doug Johnson, the 388. I don't know if he's got, looks like his entire team left. Now I got to go find free agent. Guaranteed he's down here somewhere with Octane. He is. Now I can't find my broadcast booth. Joseph Fogg takes his first
what's going on?
ASR win. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Man, talk to me about those last couple laps. There was chaos everywhere, and you, along with the counterparts on the podium tonight, able to survive the chaos and take home your first ASR win.
Yeah, the last couple laps were a little wild. I thought I got into the 66, which I would have felt bad if I wrecked them. But yeah, the 46 kind of helped me out a ton, and then I think he kind of came down and didn't know if he was clear or not and got spun. So, yeah, it was a fun time. Good race. I don't think I've ever raced these before.
Nope. The good news is you get to race them again next week. We're just going to change the track up, head to Talladega. How we feeling about racing them one more week?
Yeah, no, this was fun. This was like 4 cautions. It was awesome.
Man, well, the best news of the night is now all you have to do is meet the required races, and no matter how the rest of the season plays out, you are locked into one of the top 12 playoff positions. So you started the season off right, man. You're the first playoff driver going to get locked in. Just make the requirements, and you're good to go, man. You got to be pretty excited about that. It takes huge pressure off going into season 2.
Yeah, absolutely. This is my first one with the league, so this is a great league, you know.
Well,
thanks to you and Rob. It's awesome.
Well, we're definitely glad you're here. I don't want to hold you too much longer. I see those guys checking out the tape down there in Octane. So, but before I do let you get out of here, we're going to give you the opportunity to thank your family, friends, probably Tom Brady with that Boston Bruins logo I see. But
yeah, Tom Brady, he left us.
He did. But without a doubt, man, without any more, the floor is all yours.
No, I want to thank you and Rob, really. You know, you guys made this league awesome, and this year is probably going to be even better. So You know, I was racing with High Octane, but I haven't been on iRacing in so long that I made it a point to come on to Mondays, you know? So I'll try to run with those guys here and there.
Well, you know you're always welcome down there, and hopefully by the end of the season we can get you on a team somewhere and help your team points out, man. But congratulations on that big win tonight, and glad to get some new blood up here in the booth. So we'll let you get out of here, and we will head to Talladega next week.
Awesome. Thanks, guy.
Yes, sir. Have a good night.
You too.
And Mr. Joe Fogg taking home his first ASR win, so big congratulations to him. Catch David Hartney tomorrow night, where I'll be racing the mean track of Talladega over there on Starch Racing. See if I can continue Starch Racing, taking podium finishes. Thank you to everybody tuning in and hanging out tonight. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. And until next time, we will catch y'all tomorrow night.
It's days like this you'll never miss. Every hour's eating at your soul. If someone said they'd save you, then leave you hanging out in the cold.